And the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, says the planned implementation of the national ID system is on track. To give us the projected timeline as well as other details, Mea Los Baños joins us live from Pasig. Mean, what's the latest on the national ID?
To assure the senators that the national ID system will be fully implemented before President Duterte's term ends. That means by 2020, all 90 million Filipinos will be able to receive their own foundational ID. During NEDA's budget hearing in the Senate, Chua said the Philippine Statistics Authority is on track with its preparations for the implementation of the national ID system. The PSA targets to register 5 million Filipinos by the last quarter of 2020. PSA Undersecretary Dennis Mapa says the nationwide pre-registration is slated for October. To ensure safety, the agency plans to conduct house-to-house pre-registration in 32 provinces with low COVID-19 cases. Included in the process is a collection of personal information. Registrants will then be scheduled for a visit to mobile registration centers where their biometrics, fingerprints, iris scan, and photographs will be collected. The PSA said some 650 registration centers are embedded in LGUs for easier access for the public. The agency said low-income households could use the ID to open bank accounts. They expect 45 million Filipinos to be registered for the ID system by 2021, while the remaining 42 million should likewise be listed come 2022. Meanwhile, NEDA is asking for a budget of 11.17 billion pesos for 2021. Of the amount, around 8.49 billion pesos will be allocated to the national ID program as well as other NEDA projects. Sean, the NEDA clarified that the Filipinos will still be required to obtain documents like passports and driver's license, even with the national ID. This will all just be linked up to a digital national ID. Sean?
Right, man. I just want to ask if there was any violent opposition against the national ID system. As we know, this is quite a controversial measure. But what with the pandemic, have some lawmakers changed their mind at all?
So far, all the senators are in support of the rollout of the national ID system, specifically to give the social services, to give the Filipinos easy access to the social services like the social amelioration program, Sean.
All right, so nothing new there. Thank you very much for that update, man. Los Baños joining us live from Pasig City on this evening.